All right, y'all. So we talked a little bit about this the other day, but I wanted to dive in it more with you. So this is in the Daily Mail. Hedge funds' massive bet on stock market crash raises alarm for 401ks and risks ire of Trump. Okay. So basically the idea here is all the hedge funders, all the venture capitalists, all the MAGA robber barons, the multimillionaires and the billionaires, they looked at Trump's tariff threats and they went, oh shit, short the market. Bet on there being a market crash in the U.S. That's what they did, right? So here, let me walk you through this. Hedge funds are making multi-billion-dollar gamble against the U.S. economy, betting Donald Trump's presidency will result in a massive market crash that could devastate 401ks, pensions, and household savings across America. Data from Goldman Sachs has sent shockwaves through financial circles, revealing a dramatic surge in short positions against U.S. stocks, a move that signals a belief the market is headed for a precipitous crash. Throughout January, investors placed 10 times more bets on American stocks falling than on their continued rise, a staggering shift that reflects growing unease over Wall Street's future under Trump's leadership. The timing of such financial revolt is no coincidence and comes just as the world witnessed a $600 billion wipeout in major U.S. tech stocks earlier this week, driven by fears over Chinese AI rival DeepSeek, which disrupted the once unshakable dominance of America's technology sector. All right, now let me pause here to point this out. This looks even more sketchy. All of these bets from the venture capitalists for the market to crash, this looks even more sketchy given what just happened with tariffs. Trump comes out and announces, that's it, we're doing tariffs on Mexico, we're doing tariffs on Canada, it's done, there's nothing you can do to stop it, it's for national security reasons, so Congress has no say, it's 25%, if they retaliate, I'll kick it up to 50%. He laid this all out there, clear as day. Canada comes out and goes, okay, we're just going to slap the same tariffs on you. We're just going to retaliate, tit for tat, eye for an eye. You do it to us, we're going to do it to you. Mexico, same thing. Oh, you're going to tariff us? All right, we'll tariff you. The exact same amount. Tit for tat. Here we go. You want to play this game? We'll play this game. We don't want to do it, but you started it, so okay, I guess we'll do it, right? So what happens? When he announces that, and they announce their retaliation, boom, markets open Monday, plummet massively, right? Now again, what is the title of this article? Hedge funds' massive bet on stock market crash raises alarm for 401ks and risks ire of Trump. Right? How do we know this wasn't all planned from the beginning? Because at the last minute, what did Trump do at the last minute? After he announced the tariffs, after they announced the retaliatory tariffs, he goes, oh, I'm having a meeting with Mexico and Canada tomorrow. Then he comes out and says, hey, I made a deal with Mexico. They're going to send 10,000 troops to the border. They're going to block drug smuggling and immigrants coming in the country or whatever. And so therefore, we're going to pause the tariffs for a month. So, started the problem, caused the problem, at the last minute, claims victory and rolls back the tariffs. How do we know this all wasn't planned? That Trump and all of the MAGA robber barons in communication, hey, I'm going to say I'm going to do tariffs. I'm going to announce that I did tariffs. They're probably going to retaliate. And then at the last minute, I'm going to back off from it. But there's going to be a market crash. Bet on the market to crash and make billions of dollars right now in the short term real quick over one day's work. Look, if I'm being honest with you, that might be Occam's razor in this situation. That might be the simplest, most direct, most straightforward example is that they ran another scam. It was another con. This is the same guy that 2 days before his inauguration ran a crypto scam on his own supporters, did a meme coin, tens of billions of dollars. He shook down his own supporters. How do we know that this wasn't the exact same fucking thing? Another scam that they worked on. Jesus Christ, bro. Now, the article goes on. They talk about DeepSeek and all that stuff. But the bottom line is, this may have all been planned from the beginning. That everybody knew this is how it was going to go, which is why they made the best they made. Now, having said that, at the same time, we talked with Ben Norton about this the other week. The U.S. is in the biggest bubble in human history, even bigger than 1929, which led to the stock market crash and the Great Depression. And so there are other reasons to short the U.S. economy, not just to make this money in the short run if they were to pull out now, but also in the long run, again, if you bet for it to fail within the next 4 or 5 years, big stock market crash, you're probably going to get it right. You're probably going to get it right. So there's that angle as well. It's that even before this instance, even before what just happened with the tariffs, for the past year or so, you've had Bezos pulling out money, you've had Zuckerberg pulling out money, you've had others pulling out money because they feel like, oh yeah, this is going belly up. So, but here's the thing. When you look at something like this and you hear my theory I just laid out, one of the things somebody's got to investigate this. That's what you're thinking. Somebody's got to investigate this to see if this was all a plan. This was all a con, and they were just trying to make $10 billion and run out the back door, right? But here's the thing, guys. Scott Bessent, the venture capitalist, who doesn't believe in the minimum wage, right? He was put as the head of the Treasury. Trump also said, now you're the head of the CFPB. What's the CFPB? They're the scam police. They make sure big financial institutions don't run scams on people. That's what they do. Trump picks this guy to be head of the CFPB. Guess what? He sends a memo. Halt movement on any proposed or final rules and guidance. Suspend effective dates on rules. Do not advance investigations and enforcement actions. No material agreements and no public communication and reports. So in other words, this dude shut down the scam police. He just shut down the number one agency that cracks down on scams. He just handcuffed them completely. They can't do anything. If you were going to run a scam where you and all your robber baron buddies made an extra $10 billion by betting on a market crash because Trump caused a temporary market crash, right? Wouldn't you also at the same time say, hey, anybody who was going to potentially investigate us for that? Sorry. We just axed them. There's no more anti-scam police. Dude, this is dark, bro. This is dark. It's like every day it's another con. It's another scam. Like, and it just feels like there's going to be no accountability and no justice. And nobody's even going to talk about it. You're going to hear about this here and that's it. Nobody else can talk about it. That's it. You hear it here and nobody will bring it up ever again. And it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? We're being run by fucking pirates. That's what's happening. And it's never been more clear to me. That's for sure. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.